Hello, everyone. Welcome to the first episode of the Student Government Association podcast. Thank you so much for joining us today. To start off, this is a new project and we're still getting the hang of production, so bear with us as we are constantly improving and growing the show. This podcast is designed primarily so you can get to know everyone in the student government and just talk to the different people around Atlantic Cape Community College. I know a lot of you guys are commuter students and you don't exactly have the time to see the student life or get to know everyone on campus, so that's what we're here for. We're here to just talk to the different presidents of the different clubs, talk to faculty members, or talk to anyone interesting on campus. It's kind of our job to connect with everyone in the student body, so we're trying to do that with this podcast a little more, and we hope you'll enjoy it. So in this first episode, we just talk a little bit about everything, ranging from what the Media Productions and Esports Club does, to the educational systems in different countries, and to the importance of traveling to gain a fuller worldview. Very interesting stuff. We hope you will enjoy this first episode with Navin Patterson, president of the Media Productions and Esports Club. He's a really, really nice guy, and if you're considering joining the media club, then this is for you. Let's put it that way. It's for you. This podcast is for you. We also want to know your thoughts on things. If you would like to come on the podcast and talk to us, you can fill out the form on screen and just look for that QR code or look for any of the different posters around campus. This has been a really, really fun conversation for us, and we look forward to doing this more often. So into the show. Thank you for joining us. Thank you again. Thank you. Before we start, did you know that Atlantic Cape Community College has events on Thursday, February 22nd from 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. in the lecture hall on the Cape May campus? Join us for a Black History Month presentation about multiculturalism and understanding the fragile relationship between the police and communities of color. The event is presented by Dr. Theodore Darden and Professor of Justice Studies College of DuPage Glen Ellen. Thank you, everyone. Please try to attend those events. Visit atlantic.campusgroups.com/events for all event listings and information. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Student Government Association podcast. We are so glad to be here with you guys, starting our first episode. Today with us, we have Zakia, the SGA president. We have Navin. He's the Media Productions and Esports leader, president, right? And I'm Nolan Wilson. I'm the vice president of the student government. So I'm very excited to be doing this with you guys. A big thank you to Navin for helping out with this. So I guess we should go around and do a little bit of introductions for ourselves. Zakia, I'll let you start.
Hi, I'm Zakia. I'm the SGA president, and I'm majoring in biomedical science, and I'm graduating this semester.
Okay. Hi, I'm Navin. I am the Esports and the Media Club's president. I'm also a media production major, and I'm graduating this semester as well. I'm new here to South Jersey because I'm from the Caribbean originally, so it's a whole different vibe for me. But I love it here. I like the studio setup. I like what the esports and the media club are doing. We have a lot of things we have planned, but we're just getting them off the ground, getting them running.
Like what?
So we plan to do multiple podcasts. We're planning to have photo shoots on campus and stuff like that. But we're still in planning phases. We're having tournaments as well, recruitment events for the esports team and all that sort of stuff. So we're trying to get that up and running.
That's cool, man. What games are you guys playing in esports, by the way?
So we're playing Valorant. We're playing Overwatch 2. Some members are going to be playing Fortnite. Some members play Smash Brothers.
Yeah, shoot. So kind of like a bunch of different competitive stuff. I get you. That's cool. Yeah.
I wish they were doing Formula 1 and more racing sports, but it's
not
there
that's
yet.
Cool.
So.
Yeah, I used to be a big gamer myself back in the day, but I kind of laid off it because I felt like I was getting addicted. Video games are like that. You just get addicted and you keep doing it. But yeah, Fortnite, dude. I don't know if we want to spend this whole conversation talking about Fortnite, but yeah, dude, I bought the fish skin on there. I started playing it competitively. I got so angry doing it. I started yelling at all these little kids and stuff. It got a little out of hand, I guess.
The only video games I played was Candy Crush.
Yeah. Okay.
That's something. That's something.
That's a real mom game, but I'll give it to you. Can I ask you a little bit more about you grew up in Bangladesh, you said. So what was that like for you, having the start there? And I've heard little stories from you about what it was kind of like in the school system there a little bit. I remember you telling a story not too long ago about one of the teachers announcing your grades in class. I was like, that's ridiculous. Why are they doing that?
It was one of my traumatic.
My culture is the same thing. It's very traumatic.
Yeah, really. Wow.
Yeah, in some of the countries they do that. They
put you on the spot.
Their students to be their students.
Yeah.
The parents will be like, "Oh, take my child.
Yeah.
Make him human." If he's not human, then keep him.
No, I know, and that's the thing with the American schools too. A little bit is you go to the public schools. A lot of the I don't want to like not, say anything terrible about the public education system or anything, but I hated high school because I think, well, partially because a lot of the teachers are even like bullies. Like they literally try. They go into the educational field just to like have some control over kids. I feel like. And I don't know, maybe that's generalizing. Maybe I only got like one side of it, but like I've had like teachers who were, just very like they kind of wanted to like control you and make you feel like you're like less than everyone else a little bit. Like I don't know if you guys got any of that in the school system.
Some of the teachers are really really nice. They will be like they will act as your mentor, your role model.
Yeah.
You will look up to them, and you'll be like, yeah, I want to be like them.
Yeah. Some teachers are like that, but that's why I think in general teachers just need to be like paid better, so that way they can have more of those good teachers, right?
Yeah.
More incentives to get
some
passionate
teachers,
about it.
They actually listen to us, listen to our problems. Like to them, our problems are not smaller, or they don't really think that, oh, you were a small kid, your problems are not really big. But some of the teachers, they don't really care about us.
They just got their own stuff going on. It's like what's it like? What's it like for you in your home country?
So growing up in the Caribbean, it's nice. Like everyone thinks it's beach and sunshine, parties all the time. It's nice, yes, but sometimes it gets a little serious and very competitive. The Caribbean school system is very competitive. So like, if you're not in like a certain percentage or a certain bracket, you're not gonna get excelled or be pushed for scholarships and opportunities. It's not as equal as it is here. And even like as Zakia said, like the teachers in the school system, it's much more strict. Much strict. Like I remember kids would get beat for not having their fingernails cut.
Oh yeah, I used to have that too. So
and your uniform has to be a certain way. It's not a certain. Because we wear uniform all the way up to college. Community college wear uniforms in my country.
Once, so we would have assembly in the morning, where we would do morning prayer. Then we will sing our national anthem and everything, and then we will also.
Do you have a school song too?
Yes,
same.
Then the oath, national oath. Then I don't know, some other stuff. After that, once in a week, they would check our nails and then everything. If you were dirty, if you didn't cut your nails, they would take a stick and then beat it on your knuckles.
Really?
Yeah.
That's so crazy. Are you serious?
Same
they
thing.
do the
same
Oh
thing.
my god, that's like a
oh, okay.
Really?
Yeah.
Do they like ever like just like hit you for the fun of it there, or like if you do something not for the fun of it? Like fun? Yeah, but like if you did like you got bad grades or something, like they'll just like smack you.
No. For bad grades, they would call our parents.
Yeah, you call your parents, but then also you would get like a public scolding. Like
a public scolding.
So like during assembly, like she said, right? Once a month, they would have like it's called mark reading. So they'll read out your grades to the entire school.
So that's what you were talking about.
So they'll read it, and then like your position and what you did, and you'll be like, damn, I hope they don't call my name, because if they call your name, that's it. And sometimes they have spelling bee, where the spelling bee, everyone's up there trying to spell the words, and if you can't spell the word, the school's gonna laugh at you. It's terrifying.
Man, that's crazy. Terrifying. That's public shaming. That's like one. That's like using fear a little bit to try and make your kids better.
But there's a lot of kids like they excel through that. There's a lot of kids who they had that fear of not wanting to fail, so they never failed.
I have that too now.
I had that, so I never failed in my life. I once failed in my my 9th grade, I guess. After that, I went to straight A's. Because they called my parents. My dad was living here, and my mom was back in my country and raising us. So they called my mom, and then my teacher was like, he is really cool. I found him really cool teacher. He's always supportive. But when it comes to grades and all, he will be like so strict. He called my mom, and he was like, oh, you have to be careful about her. I know she's a really good student. I don't know what happened to her. I'm like, okay, this time I'm gonna work hard. So I worked hard. There's a story, so I want to share. So one time, so I failed in 9th grade, and then ninth. So we have 2 yearly, half yearly and yearly exam. So on my half yearly exam, I failed. On my yearly exam, I passed. Thank God. Then on my 10th grade, I wanted to work so hard. So before my math test, I was doing math So we used to have home tutor. They used to come and then help us. And one day, I mean, day before math test, I was doing math. I probably solved more than 100 questions in one sitting. So I didn't eat anything. I didn't do anything. Like, I woke up straight, go and study, do math problems, more than 100 problems. I finished it. I finished my homework, and then at 5 o'clock, probably I started at 8, and at 5 p.m. I ended. And then after that, I kind of started losing my mind.
Yeah.
So I didn't eat anything.
Pressure.
Yeah. So I didn't eat anything. I didn't do anything. I was just doing math.
I know. I've had that. So I took pre-calculus over the summer course. It's pre-calculus condensed into 6 weeks, right? So I was taking that, and I had no pre-calculus in high school. I took statistics instead. So I was taking that for the first time, and I was studying every night for 3 to 4 hours every single night. And I started, like, one night I was preparing for a test, and like I was studying for like 8 hours straight, probably like from 6 to however, like probably 2 a.m. or something, right? And I was trying to barely get 6 hours of sleep before the test, so I could, like, you know, have like a decent grasp of my mind. I felt but near the end of studying, I started to hallucinate myself. I thought I was in hell. I literally thought I was sitting in hell, and I thought there was like demons around me. I thought everything was turning red and stuff. And I seriously, like, I was like, what? This is terrible. I hate this. Yeah.
For me, something else happened. So after I finished, I was walking in our corridor, in our house. Like, I was walking, my mom, she was sleeping. She suddenly woke up. She was like, "What are you doing? Did you eat anything?" I said no. And then she started asking me, "Why you're not eating?" She was scolding me. And then I was like, she was yelling at me a lot. And I was laughing. Ha ha ha. It's not my usual laugh. I was like, ha ha ha. And then she was like, "What's happening to you?" And then she was like, "Come here and eat something. You're losing your mind." And then she was like, she didn't even hit me. She was like, "Eat, just like that, eat." And I was like, I started crying. Like,
nervous breakdown. That's what that is, man. It happens.
And then she was like, "What happened to you? Are you possessed?"
For me, it's like, it's more of like your parents would like pressure you to do better in school, but like, so one time my dad, it's a story for me. My dad took me in the car and we drove through the city, and like, he showed me all the homeless people. And he's like, "You see that guy? I went to school with that guy. Look where he's at." I'm there like, damn. Like, if you want to end up like him, you don't do bad in school.
Did he actually go to school with him? Really?
Yeah, he did.
My God.
Yeah, so like, I grew up with this guy, and this other guy he showed us. He was like a vagrant, more or less, and he was on drugs and everything. And my dad was like, he had a tennis scholarship, and he came to the U.S. and he went to school, but he followed the bad company. So that all those kind of the life lessons you get like, as a kid in the Caribbean, it's real wild. They throw you to the wolves real fast.
I kind of heard, I did a little class about that, world geography, right? They have a big tourism industry right there. Right? And in some areas you'll get like a kind of like walled off like place where they kind of put the tourists, and then wherever else outside of that, it's just like, no, this is like the real situation.
Like that's like Barbados and like Jamaican places that they're heavily like that. But where I'm from, that's the beauty about where I'm from compared to Barbados and like the mainstream Caribbean islands. Everything is kind of the same. So the tourists get to see everything. And that's what kind of attracts tourists more to where we are. So it's not like they're not getting a prettied version. They're getting to see everything in its natural state. So we're one of the few Caribbean countries that's still like, I mean, our tourism is blooming now. We're getting Sandals Resort and stuff like that coming up.
Well, the thing is with that, I feel like a lot of those different countries that they have like walled off areas, they don't like have the economy to support like being able to even show the tourists, because they're all living in shacks or something like that. You know? So
it's pretty much the ghetto.
Ghettos.
There's like galvanized houses and people have their bath. They have toilets outside. So they,
Wow. In our country, so we live in the city. In our village, we have toilets outside.
So they have them like that too. So tourists don't really see that much. But if they want to, our tourism is not really like trying to hide it. So like if they want to see like how some of like I won't call them native people, but like how do some of the traditional people from our island still operate? The people who still live like that. So they take them to those areas so they can see. It's like, you know, that Lancaster here, you can see the Amish people. It's pretty much the same kind of thing. They have that still.
Oh, okay, I get you. Yeah, that's interesting. Wow,
so you get to see like how like the indigenous people lived and stuff like that. Some people still live like that on my island. So
it's so interesting. I have to travel more because And to anyone watching, you need to travel. I think if you're in college right now and you're a student, take a gap semester, man. I took one before I started going to ACCC. I took a gap semester between high school and my spring semester, and I went to Europe for 4 months. I did it alone.
Wow.
And it admittedly it got kind of lonely towards the end, but like it was such a
What cities did you visit? Like what countries?
I went to so I went all over Western Europe. I wanted to go to Eastern
like
Europe.
Germany.
I went
Austria.
to Germany. Yeah, I did all those. I went to Germany, Austria, France, United Kingdom. I don't want to list it off, but it's like basically all the Western countries. From like Czechoslovakia and like westward,
Goals.
And I wanted to go to the Eastern Europe because I thought it was a lot cheaper, but unfortunately it was all Russian,
like Prague
and
I know like the Scandinavian parts and stuff like that.
I did all that. Yeah, but the thing is with that, it gave me so much confidence. Like you need to like. You guys have been like to different areas of the world and stuff, so you guys have like a greater view on what this is, But to a lot of the students here, they're coming from very local areas, very like small suburban neighborhoods where they don't see anything. They have their parents and they have their small little group of friends, and that's it. And then they go to college and then they try to get grades and stuff, but they don't see anything. You guys take a gap semester, man. Save up some money. Try to travel a little bit. If you do, I would say go to Europe because that's like a good starter place, right? And go to hostels, stay in hostels, like $30 a night. You get to walk all around the city, man. It makes you such a better person, I guarantee you. And it makes you feel so much more confident and happy, and you are self-assured, So like that's what I can speak to. And I got to travel more, man. I got to see like the Caribbean, and I want to go to, India and Bangladesh and all those other places.
That's an idea. You can give the actual school. They should have like a foreign exchange program. I know some universities have that.
Yeah, they should.
Where you can go to other universities.
Absolutely.
They swap students pretty much.
I don't know why this school doesn't have that.
I guess because we don't have dorms too. That could probably be
one
of the reasons.
We're
a big commuter school. But they should definitely have something like that. I mean, even though we're a community college and we don't really have all the funds that maybe these universities do, like maybe we could have something for the very exemplary students where they could actually get to go like somewhere else, and they'd pay for it obviously, but like it's worth it. Or even like just like taking what are those called, foreign exchange program, like go do that if you can. If you're going to a 4-year university, do that, man. I'm serious, man.
See the world.
It's better. It'll feel good, and you'll get to see stuff. Go to France or something, dude. You'll love it. All right. Do you guys know how much longer we have to do this? All right, so thank you guys for joining us on our Student Government Podcast today. It's been very exciting. We hope you enjoyed our conversation. We hope to do this again every week. We're going to have different guests on. Our wonderful producer, Navin, will be with us every step of the way, making it possible. And, of course, we have our crew out there. You guys can't see them, but they've been wonderful in helping us out, too. So if there's anything you guys would like to say to wrap this up, go ahead. Feel free,
Stay connected and watch our podcast.
Like, share, and subscribe.
Like, share, and subscribe.
Yeah,
like, share, and subscribe.